The South African Reserve Bank, which safeguards the currency and monitors inflation, has always been privately owned since its establishment in 1921.
The Reserve Bank's job is defined by the Constitution, and that job is to preserve the value of the currency. It means keep inflation in check, and the Minister and Parliament, they define what that should be, and the target is 3 to 6%. So that's the goal of SARB, is to keep inflation between 3 to 6%. And over the last 25 years, it has done that almost all of the time.
Shareholders have no influence over monetary policy, and the bank answers only to Parliament, while 90% of the South African Reserve Bank profits flow back to the fiscus. But advocates for nationalization want sole state control of Africa's oldest central bank.
It's in the national interest to ensure that a bank, like a reserve bank, like anywhere else, is in the hands of its owners. The rightful owners are the people of South Africa, not foreigners who have some shares in it.
A 2018 bill to change the bank's ownership failed to gain traction. Now the issue is back before lawmakers.
We did do our submission to Parliament, and the hearings so far seems to have gone in a direction that the bill is unlikely to be recommended, but that process is going. It's a kind of discussion that keeps on rearing its head, but for us, it's not a very useful conversation, actually.
While the debate has rattled some investors, supporters argue full state ownership could unlock a wider development role.
The Reserve Bank of China is owned by the people. It directs where money ought to go, which sector, what sort of people, sort of activities. And we know today, and in history, that there's no other country that has been able to lift its people in the manner China has done. That's a practical example of what would happen if a developing country like ours had its reserve bank owned by you and me as citizens.
Renewed calls for changes to the South African Reserve Bank ownership are surfacing as G20 finance chiefs stress how vital it is to maintain the independence of central banks around the world. For South Africa, the challenge is balancing transformation calls with keeping investor confidence and economic stability. Julie Shara, CGTN, Cape Town.